What's this guy doing? We're going to San Francisco today. Also, you're in an old telephone booth. Just like New York City has the subway system, the Bay Area has something called BART. It's the same thing, but it's called BART. It stands for Bay Area Rapid Transport. That's what we're using to get into the city, so we don't have to pay for parking and all that stuff. It takes like an hour to 40 minutes to get from the BART train station we were at to San Francisco. I wonder where we're stopped. Well, it wasn't so bad. Is there anything specific that you want to do while you're here? This was honestly mostly my idea. I haven't been to San Francisco in a while, and I figured why not? We don't have much of a plan, mostly because I was in charge of this trip. It has been eventful so far. You want to go to Target?
Uh-huh.
You going in here? They have all the pants looped around. What's this guy doing? Alright, that was short-lived.
Two ice in a row.
Still one of my favorite coffees, like ever. How's your coffee? I think it's been like 4, maybe 5 years since I've been to San Francisco. If I'm being completely honest, I'm having a little issue getting my bearings and like remembering where everything is, but it's slowly coming back to me, kind of. So I was going through my Instagram this morning, like way down, and I was trying to find some old pictures of me playing at that Golden Hills, the church that I used to play at in Brentwood, for a thumbnail. And while I was doing that, I found or came across a bunch of old videos of me playing there. So that church, like I said a couple of videos ago, used they used an electric kit for an auditorium that sat like close to 3,000 people. But I forgot towards the end we actually made the transition to real drums, well, with a couple of tweaks, because I think their noise like limit was like something like 85 dB or something like that. So in this video, you can see there's obviously like a real drum set with like real drums and everything's real. It's not like the hybrid like electric stuff or the mesh heads that you put on a real drum set. It's completely real. And the reason it kind of worked is, first of all, I tuned everything super low so they weren't crazy loud. The second thing to kind of get the drums like down in volume, we put sim pads on all the cymbals, and what those basically do, they're basically just an alternative to felts, and they kind of kill the resonance, therefore lowering the overall volume of the cymbals. Moon gels and stuff like that will do the same exact thing. So we did that, and the last thing is we put a drum cage up, and you probably can't tell or see the drum cage, and that's because it's just two single big pieces of plexiglass, and if you zoom in just above the ride cymbal, you can see the outline of one of the pieces, and they were an inch thick, like these big old like plexiglass things. And basically, if this is the drum set, there was a plexiglass wall here and a plexiglass wall here, and all the sound bounced back to the back curtains, but everything up front, the sound was kind of redirected. It was kind of like shy baffles before shy baffles actually became a thing. And doing all that with a combination of me like not playing crazy loud and using, I think it was 7A's, like super thin sticks, we were able to play real drums in that room and keep it under 85. I think it was like actually 80 dB was when it peaked. So I honestly forgot we did that until I was scrolling through my old Instagram feed and found that out. So if you're in a place where you guys need to lower volumes and you still want to use a real drum kit, try that. I actually think I know where I am. If I'm right, there's a bridge that you can walk across to, you don't have to wait at stoplights. Little fun fact, Savannah and I, our first time in the city together, we actually walked across these bridges. Right? It's a long time ago. It's the lone cleaning cart. Don't know where, I don't see anybody for that. Maybe he went on a break or something. I think last time we were here, were we able to eat, or
Yeah.
Did we?
We went to dinner.
Oh, I thought we got kicked out. We're just getting a snack, considering it's 3 o'clock. This view's incredible.
Come on.
Great snack. And like that, we're back on the street.
On the floor.
I don't need anything, but these are on sale. I didn't find anything. Now Savannah's shopping. This whole thing's kind of cool though. Did you find anything? I'm trying to decide if I want to get another coffee from Blue Bottle. Mostly just because I don't need coffee, but it's mostly just because they only have them in San Francisco and in New York. And I gotta like stock up. It's awesome. You know, I've always been intrigued by like cities and places like New York, San Francisco. I don't think that I'm alone on that. I think a lot of people share that kind of like interest, mostly just because I think a lot of us grow up on either like suburban areas or more like rural areas. This whole city thing is kind of like unknown and like it's kind of a mystery. I don't think that I would actually like want to live in a city like for an extended period of time, but I definitely want to spend like 6-ish months, maybe, I don't know. At least 4 weeks, just to like really get a feel for it and see if it's actually something that I would enjoy. One tricky thing with that though would be playing drums, just because obviously if you live in an apartment you can't really play drums. There was a time that Savannah and I, when we first got married, we did live in an apartment, and I actually made a couple of fake drum sets with practice pads. I'll link what I used down below. It literally was a kick drum practice pad and a couple of like snare drum practice pads mixed with a couple of pillows for the toms. It worked, and it's honestly not that bad. It's just you have to be creative, and you just have to really want to practice. Do you have anything you want to say?
No.
I'm waiting for Savannah to get out of the bathroom, and I think we might make our way back to Bart to go home. I think. Look at the floor. It's supposed to be white, but it's a brown color. So for those of you that didn't know, BART goes under the water to get to San Francisco, and I guess it was made in 1965. It's kind of cool. I'm basing all that purely on this picture, so don't quote me on that.